Melissa Mullins! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brendan from Relax Trips, and joining me is our special guest, somebody that we've been talking for a little while, and I'm super excited, is Melissa Mullins, a actual UFC fighter and an up-and-comer in the female division. Say hello, Melissa.
Hello, welcome to your page, Relax Trip.
Thank you. We have a really cool group of people here, and your card market has actually been doing really well lately. Even before your fight, partially it was leading up to the fight, partially we've been pushing. You know, sometimes I like to focus on fighters who are not known as much, and I think that could be a lot more exciting. And but it's your awareness is definitely getting out there in the card and collector market, which is really cool. And your cards are going for more in the last 2 weeks than they've ever gone for. So I don't know. That's a little cool thing for you, and I like to see it. So what we're doing today, guys, is Melissa's joining me to open up our redemptions that we've sent in. As you guys know, all of our viewers, we've had a ton. I mean, well over a dozen. I think we have 10 here, and then I have a bunch of personal stuff here. Some Tatsuro Tyra PCs, some Melissa Mullins stuff. So she's going to see in real time. We're going to talk a little bit about her journey in the UFC card space, and yeah. So, have you ever dealt with redemptions or anything? I mean, I know that you sign on cards, so you haven't had to deal with it. But do you know how the process works through Topps?
Not particularly, no. So in the UK, we don't particularly have a card Topps card market for the UFC. It's not like popular here. It's more so FIFA, football, and then Pokemon cards, I guess, which isn't nothing to do with Topps. But
and you guys,
I know the American scene.
You guys have exclusive F1 stuff there.
Yes, like McLaren and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so that's something that I've been wanting to get into a lot more because especially I love the Mercedes team, and I don't know if you've been watching, but they're killing it right now. So it's definitely something I want to branch out and do a little bit of F1 stuff because there's some really cool stuff. So the way redemptions work is they're a pain. You have people like Hamzat and Ilya who are really hard to track down for autographs, and they just kind of get to them whenever they get to them. Conor, and so mostly these are going to be the more obscure not obscure, big name or small name fighters who are just remote. And yeah, so you just have to wait. Some of these cards we've been waiting for months and months and months, but yeah, I don't know. We're just going to get in to see what Topps sent me. I have not opened these yet. All I did was rip off my name on the package because I didn't want to get doxxed.
That's fair. That is fair.
Because, you know, there are people out there. So the first thing that we did get in on is Miktabek Oralbai, who just fought at welterweight. I don't know if you know much about him.
No, I am... Random facts about me. I actually don't watch much UFC. Okay. I've got into it a lot more recently due to wanting to develop my understanding of cagecraft and how the best fighters do it. But unless it's either for that reason or it's a bantamweight fighter female that I want to compete against, and unless it's a live show, I don't particularly watch it. So because UFC happens quite late at night most of the time for me,
right,
I don't actually have the opportunity to watch it unless I recap it.
Yeah, I completely understand. You know, and there's so many fighters to keep up with, you know, it's like mostly, you know, I can't even keep up with all of them. And I try to do this as a fun hobby, and it's still hard, you know, I mean, so the next one we finally got, this is going to be a Topps 24 Finest of Tatsuro Tyra, who is one of my personal collections. I mean, this kid is so good from Japan. He's one of the most dynamic grapplers. He's about to fight Joshua Vane for the belt on April 11th. So this one is a little older, but excited to have it. Behind this, of course, is Poatan on the Finest Moments. This is, I don't know, a very valuable card because, I mean, Alex Ferreira's market, and now he's about to fight, you know, at the White House. Which,
yeah. I think that's insane. I think the setup's insane for me. Like, I don't understand the setup of that card. Like, you're going to obviously have all the A-grade celebrities in one place with the actual cage, and then the crazed fans across the yard watching TVs.
It's an odd thing. You know, Joe Rogan has shown his, and he'll be there, but he's even said it's weird. And I kind of agree. As a fan, I'm excited for it, but it is also very weird. Right behind this, and I'm sure you know her a little bit. Do you know who Natalia Cristina da Silva is?
Yes.
Probably next in line for the belt at flyweights. She is another person I collect. This is from the Topps Chrome Breakers Delight. And she's a good fighter, you know, a good Muay Thai stand-up. And excited to see where she's going to go. So
Got lots of like different types of cards. Like half of these ones I've never seen.
yeah, so you probably signed Chrome was your first thing that you signed this year.
Yeah.
So this is the Breakers Delight version, which has a different geometric parallel to it on the bottom.
Yeah.
And this one's to 50. So the gold are to 50 and they have different numbers. But I don't, for yours, I don't know if I've ever seen like a numbered, you know, maybe I have one. I'm going to take a look into it and I will let you know. All right, right behind this is going to be the biggest card I pulled from Topps Knockout this year. It is a Conor McGregor collagograph. So it's him at 3 different phases in his life. And this one took a while to get, but this was one of the very, very first big cards we pulled on the channel. We started this channel back in October, and I hit this, and I mean, there's no comp for it right now. I mean, it's not probably too insane, but it's still a pretty big card for us. Has a lot of sentimental value now. And to end it off, we do have Hyung Sung Park to 25. We do tend to accidentally open a lot of him on the channel. He is a good fighter. None of us collect him, but man, he loves being in our boxes. And it is one of the relic autos. So that's that. Yeah, I know, and I will say, you know, the way that they do cards is there's different variants. So you signed in the sets, but your variant will be different than some other fighters' variants, and it gets so confusing and hard to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably, I've watched a few unboxings on like social media channels.
Yeah.
But like this is probably the most variant I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of fun to do and kind of see across the sets. And most of these are just from 2025. So these will be from the sets that you've done. We have Shamil Ghaziv. On this one's to 199. But what's really cool and what makes this a little more valuable is this is a really cool patch. You know, a lot of the patches just come in, they're black or white. We call those napkins. And this one has a little bit of a flair to it, if you will. And he has a cool signature.
Yeah,
I don't know. Right behind that,
signature to do on posters.
What's up?
Hard signature to do on posters when you got to sign 150 of them.
I couldn't imagine. I get tired signing my signature like 10 times at work a day. Khabib on the finest moments. This is another really cool one. Khabib, one of the GOATs. I don't know. I have a few of his cards. Not much of a collector myself, but I don't mind having them because he is Khabib. Islam, which I never know if I would get this signed because it takes forever. This is going to be a relic auto from Midnight, and you do have variants of this.
Yes, I do. They were like probably some of my most recent cards that I've signed.
Yeah, and these are some of my favorite of the year. I think Midnight was really, really, really cool. I don't know. For you, which set did you like the most from your signings?
Yeah, I would say like the Midnight ones were probably the coolest ones. So there was a few that had like different types of patches in.
Yeah.
Royalty
and Midnight.
Yeah, those patches were from, I think, my second Vegas card. So basically what happened was the Topps team contacted me and we had to make sure like the clothing or the patches or the memorabilia that was there, we had to have contact with it. So like wear it, etc. So it had real value to the idea of the fans.
Oh yeah, we just opened up, or I opened up a box of Royalty within the last 2 weeks, and it was an Angela Hill card, and there was actually like sweat marks from whenever she had worn it. And there was a big Angela Hill collector. He is the #1 collector, and he did buy the card off of us because it was just one of those. I don't know, man. There's some stuff out there. Your Royalty 1/1 auto just sold on eBay, and someone sniped it, and I did not see it before it sold, so I'm very upset. So now I have to hunt that down. So anybody watching, if you snipe that card for me, let me know because I'm going to get it. All right, we're gonna get into some cards that these are ones that I have ordered. They're probably people I collect, or I don't know, you know. So let's see what we have. I have not opened these, and honestly, I order things all the time and buy them, and I don't pay attention. I don't know if you do that with hobbies, but I'm horrible about doing it late nights.
My partner does it with Pokemon cards on Whatnot and eBay. He's really bad at it.
I'm the same way, and I do it a lot during fights. You know, like during the advertisements between fights, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hop on Whatnot. Let me look on eBay, and then 20 minutes later, I'm like, why did I just buy 4 things that I don't know? But so of course, once again, Tatsuro Taira. This is going to be one of his relic autos from Royalty with Kaya Sakura, who, man, he has not had a fight booked in a while, so I don't even know what's going on with him in the USC right now. We do have a Royalty double patch of Tatsuro Taira again. I think I was just really trying to pick up some of his Royalty. Like I said, he is a fighter I collect, and he's probably going to have a belt here in 2 weeks, so it's always nice to get stuff while you can.
Yeah, and especially if the fighter ends up being something, you know, like you've got you're ahead of the curve on the collectible items.
Yeah, and what's cool about him too is he's only 26, so he's already fighting for the belt. He's 26 years old. I'm pretty sure he has a decent career ahead of him. You know, So let's go into
another one might be good for that in the UK fighting scene. Is that Long Kavanagh, who just beat Brandon Moreno. Like, he honestly is a talent.
He is so good. And, you know, people make fun of me all the time because I tend to collect a lot of the UK fighters. But there's so much talent in the UK right now. I have a lot of Ian Gary cards. Of course, you know, I've started collecting your own. Paddy, of course, Paddy's just fun. So everybody collects his cards. But Loner does not have cards yet. We're expecting him to be a rookie for this year. And he will probably want to be one of the hottest prospects.
I agree.
And I said Loner, and I know that's not how you say his name, but I'm horrible with it.
Loner, I think his name is.
Yeah, some almost French-sounding thing.
I just call him Lon. Easier.
Do you actually know him?
Not like on a level of like friendship, but like if I see him, I'll say hi. I've been to his gym.
Cool. That's really cool. And yes, he is insanely good. And then, you know, we have Luke Riley, who also just came off a big win.
He was really disappointed of his performance.
But you know what? It was a hard fight. It is you. So I just got this one. I did not have it yet. This is U to 25. So an orange variant. Definitely more rare than your common autograph. I don't know if you know much about the numbering, but we do care. The more...
Yeah, the rarer the less the number, the rarer the card.
Yep.
And then you get certain colors with more numbers, and then there's like, I think there was a gold one. It was like 1 of 1 or something like this.
Yeah. So all the different sets. Yeah, there's super refractors. All the different sets have their different things. It is once again so confusing. And you know, we've talked about, my brother likes Pokemon stuff, and we've talked about opening on the channel. The one problem is there's not a numbering system.
So, no, there isn't.
And that does make it a little harder to go into. And guys, sorry, really quick. One of the reasons I'm opening this off camera is it has my address on it, and I do not want you guys showing up at my house. So
I think one of the biggest problems with Pokemon cards as well is, like, especially the English print. They're such bad quality, whereas like the Japanese print is like really good quality.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer?
I like Japanese art better.
I do too.
It's a lot cleaner.
Anytime I've opened it, I've done the Japanese.
I hate this card. I actually hate this card. I do not understand as to what reason they decided to use this picture of all of the pictures. It was a bad weight cut. It was a horrible weight cut. I was annoyed and upset. And from that weekend, they have so many other pictures.
So they don't talk to you before they print off the picture. Oh, okay. So you're sitting there signing, you know, 1,000 of these going, I don't like this picture. I don't like this picture.
Yeah, literally. And you know what's even funnier? Look at the tattoos.
Right.
Those tattoos aren't my tattoos, and I don't know why they did that.
Wait, whose tattoos are they?
I don't know. Look, this is my tattoo. Sorry, let me just make sure my... pull my trousers up.
Yep.
This is my tattoo.
So okay, so let's try to deep dive into this. What is that then?
I don't know. Like the ones on the left and the right look like some kind of...
It almost looks like the Justin Gaethje eyeballs or something.
Oh, the no fear things.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I don't know what the middle is, but the funny thing is the two top tattoos are my tattoos. So I've got right in there and then the star here.
That's crazy.
But I don't understand the two bottom tattoos. Like, I have no idea. And then, again, they use that terrible picture.
Well, that's crazy. And I did not know that they use... So, guys out there, contact Tops. Tell them to quit AI swapping tattoos on the people. Because that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was laughing at that card. It's just horrible.
I
Basketball.
don't know what the hell this is. So here's my guess. I joined a break and this came in it because I lost on the break and nothing was in there. So, you know what we're going to do? If you don't mind, I'm going to open this really quick and see. I have no idea what would be in here. I do not collect basketball. I do not watch basketball. And I'm just curious what somebody sent me. Because I probably spent $100 and got this pack of nothing. A little Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon from Houston, Texas, and Glenn Robinson. All right, so this was a USA team back in the Olympics of the 90s, I'm sure. That was the biggest weird thing I've ever done on this channel. All right. So what you're saying is the knockout full contact or knockout card, that is not your favorite card?
No.
Okay, so we need to make sure that we buy them all up and hide them in a back corner somewhere and focus on the good ones.
Yeah.
Now, have you signed anything for 2026? Do you know if you're in the 2026 set?
I actually don't know.
Okay. Because they've started sending out Chrome to some people, but Chrome is a lot of times like a rookie class stuff where they do, rookies and then super veterans. So I don't know, there's so many sets that come out in a year now. I'm interested to see what they're going to do for you in this.
I literally can't, because honestly, when I say I signed a lot, like it becomes quite repetitive. And then like, obviously you see the cool ones that you're like, oh, and they kind of stay in your mind a little bit, but then like there's others that just pass over. Or there's ones like that one up there, which is one that will just haunt me forever.
I don't think it's that bad.
Oh my god, it's like not even like I'm completely depleted there. I've literally just made, well, I say just made weight. I think even in that scale, I missed weight by 100 grams.
Yeah, I think so on that one.
So it's terrible. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we have Leon Rocky Edwards, another British fighter for you.
Head kick knockout.
Yep.
You got it again. You buying it.
Well, no, but this is a different one. It's the 1 of 1.
It's the 1 of 1 with the worst picture in the world.
It is, but you know what? Somebody had to get it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, a little Pokemon card. So this was the Chinese variant. Or this one came from China. And so, yeah, this is the 1 of 1 on it. I don't know why they put it in Chinese sleeve. But yeah, so once again, I got it off the market. Don't worry. Now you know where it is. You can message me telling me we'll fix the tattoos on it. I'll AI and I'll put a little cover up on it. Once again, somebody has to own it. I just figured I'd do it. Now I know your feelings of it. We'll hide it. So that is the 1 of 1 of your card. And like I said, I am hunting down the 1 of 1 royalty. I think that's your best card of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think, and what we can do is you tell me which pictures you like. We've talked a little bit off camera, but I think what we're going to do is send you some cards and you're going to do some for the channel and sign some. Is that something we're cool with? And that way you just tell me which ones you want to do. Or if there's a picture you want to do, we'll figure it out and we can do some cool giveaways with our people. And you're going to you're really going to hate this, Melissa. We didn't talk about what we were opening beforehand. Because I'm building... Do you know what building the rainbow is in the UFC card market?
All the colors of the variant of the card.
So we have the 225 and another 225.
See, I love this
Yep.
image. This image of the Midnight Collection, I really liked.
Yes, so me too. So you do have, it's an RPA, the rookie patch auto to 75. I do have your regular ones there in the other room. I'm not going to stop to get up and get this. I cannot find the 1 of 1 or some of the lower numbers right now. I'm hunting those. So any viewers that are watching this, please let me know. I am hunting down because I think having a rainbow of the Midnight would be really, really fun.
My dog's just gone.
Oh, big dogs.
Sort of, not really. Like, he's a medium-sized dog. He's called Atlas. He's like Midnight, and then this is Ripley.
Awesome.
He's a chow. I got a chow chow and an Italian Greyhound Whippet, and then there's another chow chow on the floor.
So we have 3 dogs as well, but mine is a Yorkie and 2 long-haired Chihuahuas. So whenever I say big dogs, everything is big compared to my dogs.
That's very true. But I do like a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua's cool.
Yeah, and the long hairs too are so much prettier. All right, so my last card that we did get in is I do have your regular variant. Yep. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of your stuff in. The market has gone up a bit, so I'm kind of catching things as it goes. But so
Yeah.
Your favorite cards that are not the royalty, I know you like the royalty, are definitely the Midnight.
Yeah.
And then
I do like the image of me punching Alex Eva in the face.
Yeah.
Because it's such a clean shot. There's a card I have against Daria that I don't like because it just seems like a pointless image. It shows me, but
so I have another one of your cards, and I'm curious to see what you think about the image on this one, because you've been a little critical, and I don't. You're more critical of you than I think anybody else is. What do you think about your Stadium Club image? So, who is your favorite fighter that is not you? You should always love yourself first.
I do appreciate my own style. I generally do wish like I had this fight because I was so ready to show my capabilities. Like, it's probably been the best camp I've ever had ever since I started mixed martial arts.
Awesome.
But beyond that, I love Poatan.
Cool. Yeah. We were talking about him in our Wednesday video. So of how he might be the most underrated champion.
I agree. I think he's gonna within the next year, he's gonna be smashing everyone.
Yeah.
He's just so good, and he's not even unexpected. He's just so talented. But he's a quiet fighter, He doesn't.
He is. And I think that, he was champion so young, and then he had a couple losses to only the elite, right? He lost to, his loss to Sean O'Malley was so contested, and of these other things. People really don't put enough respect on the fact that he's still only 32, 33 years old, and he's at his peak right now, and he made Marab look so mortal. And so Peter Yan, I think that's awesome. Who else would you put up in that top things that you just really enjoy?
Ilya for boxing. Ilya for boxing is
any female fighters that have been somebody that you just respect going into and that you like, or that you like their styles, or is it everybody just those are my opponents?
No, I like Weili. I like Weili's style. I did think her last fight was a little bit boring compared to a lot of her other fights.
Yeah. Well, Valentina, I think it was just the weight difference. I think Weili needs to be at the lower weight classes, and Valentina is Valentina. But I think Weili beats Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, I agree. Mackenzie Dern's jiu-jitsu is very good. But Weili's working with a guy called Josh, and he's an elite jiu-jitsu player, and she works with him on a one-on-one scale. Pretty much, I think, lives with her during camp. So she's a hard worker, a hard worker.
I think that's the thing with those some of those upper tier fighters who have been around doing it for so long at that highest tier is you have to be.
Yeah. Other than that, no. I like watching a lot of at the moment Japanese kickboxing. Um, like I like the style of Japanese K1. I'd love that to be my style. Um, and yeah, that's it really.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, this was super fun, Melissa. Thank you very much for joining. Is this something you'd want to do in the future with us opening up some actual boxes and kind of going through some of the newer sets that you haven't seen before?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We're going to send some cards over to you. Thank you guys very much for watching. As usual, if you want to stay connected with us, join our Discord down below. Comment, like, subscribe. Our Instagram, we're getting thousands of views per video on Instagram as well. Definitely take a look at that. Matt's doing some really cool stuff on that. And outside of that, we'll see you soon. We got some really cool stuff coming up. Peace.